number 1 seed, PV Sindhu, Pusala Venkata Sindhu, to give her full name, but known simply in the World Tour as PV Sindhu. So Michael Wright from England, the umpire for this. Women's singles bronze medal match. The number 1 seed, Pusala Venkata Sindhu of India, up against the number 4 seed, Jing Yi of Malaysia. So the number 1 seed, PV Sindhu, 19 years of age, born in Secunderabad but lives now in Hyderabad. Very tall athlete, 1.80 m, that's 5'11". A bronze medalist from last year's World Championships, a gold medalist at the Youth Commonwealth Games of 2011. Of course, she came as the number 1 seed, and all the way through to this morning's semi-final. She won all of her matches in 2 straight games, including a quarter-final against the number 8 seed and a ranking of New Zealand. But this morning, against the number 3 seed, Michelle Lee of Canada, went down. Very close match, 22-20, 22-20 in 54 minutes. It really was a thrilling match. So to her opponents, the number 4 seed, Jing Yi, 23 years of age, born in Penang, considerably shorter than her opponent, 163, that's just over 5'4". Well, she did a sterling job for Malaysia in the mixed team competition, and she's done exceptionally well here in the individual event as well. Well, she, like her opponent, had a bye in the first round. First 2 matches, won 2 games to love, but in the quarter-final against the number 5 seed, Tulasi from India, dropped the opening game 18-21 before coming back 21-19, 21-19 in an hour and 3 minutes. This morning, against Scotland's Kirsty Gilmore, the number 2 seed, she won 21-13, 21-19. Michael Wright from England, our umpire. Jane Humphreys, the service judge. Well, for Jing Yi, earlier today in the semi-final, we all thought it was going to be 3 games against Kirsty Gilmore. She was 19-11 up in the second game, and then Kirsty Gilmore won 10 straight points.
By right, Jing Yi, Malaysia. On my left, PV Sindhu, India. Jing Yi to serve. Love all. Play.
Well, this is the second meeting between these 2 players. The first, though, was in 2011 in the semi-final of the Indonesia International Challenge. 2 straight games it was to PV Sindhu. But I don't think we can read too much into that. 3 years ago.
No, that's far too long time ago. So this is a complete new ball game.
Well taken. Now, presumably, I know this is going to sound odd, but perhaps the disappointment of losing a semi-final is going to be greater for the number 1 seed, PV Sindhu. She will have come here really high expectations of winning a gold medal, whereas I suspect Jing Yi probably you know, came here with more realistic ideas of wanting to medal. So perhaps more difficult for PV Sindhu to bounce back after this morning's defeat. I don't know. Is that the way it works?
I don't think so in this case. I don't think it's unrealistic to say that PV Sindhu came here to win the gold. I think she was top favourite to win it. We've seen a very well-playing Michelle Lee from Canada beating her twice in the team event, and then later on this morning in the semi-final of the individual event. So I don't think it's unrealistic to say that she was top favourite to win. On the other hand, I've looked a lot at Jing Yi and over the last week or so, and I think the quarter-final against Tulasi from India really did the damage. That was a long match, as what you described. It was more than an hour. It was fought all the way 21-19 in the third game, as far as I remember. And I think, if we really have to be honest, that did the damage. She has been tired ever since. This morning, I think she played well. She was 19-11 up in that second game, but couldn't hold on to the lead, and she looked extremely tired at the end.
It's over.
Yes.
So that was a long answer to your
a
little bit of a long question here.
Oh, that's a lovely angled shot from PV Sindhu. But Morton, right at the start of the rally, Jing Yi was asked to come forward to the net. Her lunge forward, she puts her hand down to try and help push herself back, and that's a real indication of what you were talking about, the tiredness in the legs.
Yeah, we saw the same this morning, and it's only 4-5 in this first game, and it's going to be a long match for Jing Yi here. She's got to hang in as best as she can.
5-4.
Rashid Sadek looks a little worried already, doesn't he?
But every time I've seen her, she's a real fighter. So obviously, I'm looking forward to see what she can do here.
It's a good angle. Uses her height so well. And given her height, it won't be any surprise to hear that both of her parents, former professional volleyball players. In fact, her father was captain of the Indian team.
There's no doubt that what we saw this morning in the semi-final against Kirsty Gilmore from Jing Yi is that when she was 19-11 up, she did many really good things, and as I said this morning, it was really her racket speaking. It was not the legs talking, but it was the racket speaking, and she was really playing some solid good shots, and that's what she's got to do now.
Not really even close. Coach Madhu and Gopi Chand. Madhu on the left.
Service over. 8-7.
Yeah, it's coming forward, isn't it? It's pushing forward. We saw it again this time on the backhand side.
Service over. 8-4.
Oh, what a lovely net shot.
And that's what I meant. Let the racket speak. Play proper good shots, as what she did here. It's very solid, good shot. Yeah, no doubt. Front court is where the Malaysian is struggling. Whether it's forehand or backhand side, it doesn't really matter. The front court is really where she's struggling. And here we saw another sign of it.
10-9. It's over. 10-4.
Well, she had on a black knee support this morning. But still, the knee support, that's a clever smash. Aimed towards the right hip. And it is the #1 seed who has a 1-point advantage at the mid-game interval.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 10. Play.
Oh, what a net shot. Oh, and a wonderful disguised slice to win the rally.
Yeah, but once again we see the Malaysian, she's not really moving for that one. Look at that. She's not really going for it.
No, she can't. She hasn't the power left in the legs to push off.
But see, that's another thing. The racket speaks. She's playing a solid shot down that deep forehand side, which I think is a very nice shot. That's what she's got to do. She's got to play these very good shots the whole time to stay in.
So going for the winning shot early in the rally is...
That's the recipe.
Yeah.
It's over. 14-12. It's over.
It's actually funny enough, but as we've been commentating for nearly 12 days now, this is the first time I'm commentating on Sindhu, and I'm still amazed when people are playing against her that they don't know that she's got that follow-up on the straight smashes, and therefore obviously as and when you play your defense you have to cross it. She will always follow up on the straight one.
It's well long. And the Malaysian back level.
Once again, there was a good attack down the line from Sindhu. I think Jing Yi did well to get it back. It was a very tight shot she played. But once again, we see here the attack comes from that follow-up.
Yeah, even using the racket as a bit of an aid to stand up there. Good net shot. Yeah, that's super play from Jing Yi.
15 all.
One of her favourite shots.
Yes. And
16,
once again,
15.
the Malaysian is completely standing still, not even moving for it. But I think she is doing really well, hanging in there. She's only 16-15 down, and I think that's an accomplishment in itself.
Pushed it wide.
17, 15. It's over. 16, 17.
PV Sindhu just taking it too late on the forehand net shot. And it's gone long. And at this crucial stage,
17.
Jing Yi goes into the lead. That's gone long as well. On a run of 4 straight points.
17.
Here on my piece of paper, I feel that Sindhu, she must be very, very disappointed losing that semi-final, because that the whole body language, and normally she's a lot more verbal, she's shouting more, she's much more animated, and here it's like she's walking next to herself.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to sort of get across when I asked you that question earlier.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But I thought that she could pick herself up, but she looks really disappointed in the way she's walking on court.
Oh my goodness, she almost lost her balance. She was right to leave it. It's gone long, and it's 19 all.
19 all.
Oh, it took well to get out of the way. My goodness me. But she's made an error. And the game point opportunity
20. Game point.
comes to Jing Yi.
And she will go for the smash at any given opportunity here.
Good play from Sindhu.
It's over. 20 all.
Yeah. Look, it bothers me that she really struggles to get up. My goodness me. Those are tired legs. Well, it's 20 all, which means that we will require extra points until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. Yes, there's the smash that you told us would come.
Yeah, she's got no choice. She's got to do it, and I think she's taking her chances really well.
So a second game point opportunity for Jing Yi. That's well worked again by PV Sindhu. And you're right, Morton, there is no expression even after she's played a wonderful rally like that.
No, when we normally see her, she's very animated. She's almost screaming and shouting and talking to herself, and here there's almost no expression.
Oh, that is delightful. And clever thought process from PV Sindhu.
22-21.
So having saved 2 game points, now the #1 seed from India has a game point herself.
It's a good lift by Sindhu. Very good length.
Missed it.
Game.
And Kusala Venkata Sindhu of India
23-21.
gets through the crisis of 2 game points against her and survives to take the opening game. 23-21 in 21 minutes. So surviving a scare in that opening game, PV Sindhu, the #1 seed in this bronze medal playoff match against Jing Yi, takes the opening game 23-21.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, I just wonder what on earth this young lady has got left. Absolutely given her all.
Second game, love all, play.
Well,
starting off with a very nice shot here. I can't help when we were watching the coaches on court, especially on the Indian side. There's no doubt that Gubichan was, you know, really telling her, no, you got to pull yourself together. You really have to work hard. You have to breathe. You have to work to win this one. And I think what he's trying to get across is that this is playing for a bronze medal. And there is a lot of funding at stake as well. And I don't think a 19-year-old might not completely understand that.
well, India, of course, are guaranteed a medal here
2,
in the badminton
1.
because they're defending champions of the women's doubles. Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Ponappa will contest the women's doubles final tomorrow. Well, that's nicely done.
3.
Yes, and so will catch up in the men's singles.
Yes, of course. That's nice. Madhu Mita Bish. Come on, focus, keep going.
Yeah. But I see a lot more urgency in Sindhu's game now. She's moving a lot faster than what she did in the first game. I think the talk to the coaches really has helped her.
That's short.
5, 1.
Plus, of course, the fact that she won the first game means a lot.
Yeah. And given the fatigue of Jing Yi, that all sort of conspires together, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Make it very, very difficult. You have to take into account as well, Jing Yi played every single team match. Malaysia only brought one singles player.
Yes.
Women's singles player.
She's carried the flag for 10 days or so, so
yeah,
of course she's tired.
And that is fatigue, the mistiming of that shot. In contrast, this lady, PV Sindhu, shared some of the workload in the team event with Tulasi. It's gone wide. This is now 8 straight points.
8, 1.
Oh, fault is called.
Over.
on PV Sindhu.
2-8.
Oh, I thought that was the shuttle that touched the net, not the racket.
Service over. 9-2.
Oh, having just been... Well, that was the one where she was faulted. No, I didn't see that, did you?
No, not really.
No.
Over. 3-10.
Pushed it wide, and therefore PV Sindhu has an 8-point advantage at the mid-game interval here in the second game.
Use the hashtag 2014 Badminton and send us your Commonwealth Games. We'll get the best ones out on the screen.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, it's a very healthy lead here in this second game for PV Sindhu, having already won the first.
11-3. Play.
Found the line. Oh, and I don't know whether you've ever had to play a bronze medal playoff match, but I have to say from personal experience, it's the most desperate, difficult situation and matches I've ever played in my life, because you're so disappointed not to have got through to the final. And if you're in a semi-final, you know that you're that close to contesting for gold or silver. And then you have to come back out and you have to try and salvage something, you know, and that certainly is what kept going through my brain. You know, I haven't come here and fought this hard to go away with nothing, and that's what drove me on.
Yeah, I completely understand where you come from, but as you also said earlier, it is so desperately difficult to do it.
Yeah. Oh, this is a nice little comeback by Jing Yi. Overdone it.
But it is very seldom we have these playoffs in badminton.
Yeah, it's only at the major games, isn't it? Olympic Games, Commonwealth Games. I'm trying to think about the Asian Games. Do they have a bronze medal playoff?
No, I don't think they have. I think the two semi-finalists get the bronze.
Over. 12-8. Hey. Out. 14-8.
back on the move again, moving that score along, PV Sindhu. Yeah. And look at the body language.
15-8.
Yeah, she's a very tired lady. Yeah, call fault by the umpire, Mike Bright.
16.
Shuttle hit the floor.
I'm actually not completely convinced about that, but it was a winner anyway, played by Sindhu.
Yeah, Madhu Mitavish very pleased with that one.
So it's over. 9-17.
Pushed it long.
That was over.
Just 3 points required
9.
for this lady to secure the bronze medal. Oh, that's delightful. Well, Jing Yi has given her all, both in the mixed team competition and in the individual. And I think she has simply run out of steam. Look, she just cannot push off from that base position. The mind is willing, but the legs are not. Same thing again. Could not change direction. And now match point opportunities. Bronze medal points opportunities for PV Sindhu. She's done it. Yeah, no celebration. Well, she will look back on this in time to come and realise how important it was to win the bronze medal. But I think, as you pointed out, Morton, the disappointment of losing to Michelle Lee in the semi-final this morning is still the psychological scars. But she should be proud of a bronze medal. Confirmation of the score: 23-21, 21-9 in 34 minutes.
Yeah, I think it was good to see Sindhu come through. I think it's the right winner of this bronze medal match here, and she fully deserves it. But what a fight it was for Jing Yi. I think she has done really well the last 10 days here in Glasgow, and she unfortunately is going home empty-handed, but what a performance it was.
Yeah, I totally agree. She's done Malaysia proud, and certainly PV Sindhu, although she's obviously disappointed not to be contesting the final tomorrow, has done India proud, because she has taken the bronze medal. 23-21, 21-9.